Hello. In this video, you will learn what exactly is the sun and what it is made out of. My hypothesis was that the sun was a big ball of fire. But then again, I doubted that, since there is no oxygen in space. So let's review some facts about the sun. The sun is the largest object within our solar system, comprising 99.8% of the system's mass. It is located at the center of our solar system, and Earth orbits 93 million miles away from it. Its gravity holds the solar system together, keeping everything from the biggest planets to the smallest particles of debris in its orbit. So now some facts that we might not know. With a radius of 432,168.6 miles, our sun is not an especially large star. It is classified as a yellow dwarf star. But to put it in perspective, 332,946 Earths match the mass of the sun. The sun's volume would need 1.3 million Earths to fill it. Let's look at the anatomy or structure of the sun. The sun has 6 regions. In the interior, it has the core. After the core, there's the radioactive zone. After that, there's the convection zone. Then there is the visible surface, which is also called the photosphere. After the photosphere is the chromosphere. And then there is the outermost region, which is also known as the corona. So what is it made of? Well, the sun, like other stars, is a ball of gas. In terms of the number of atoms, it is made of 91% hydrogen and 8.9% helium. By mass, the sun is about 70.6% hydrogen and 27.4% helium. At the core, the temperature is about 27 million degrees Fahrenheit, which is sufficient to sustain thermonuclear fusion. This is a process in which atoms combine to form larger atoms and in the process release staggering amounts of energy. Specifically, in the sun's core, hydrogen atoms fuse to make helium. The energy produced in the core powers the sun and produces all the heat and light the sun emits. Energy from the core is carried outward by radiation, which bounces around the radiative zone, taking about 170,000 years to get from the core to the top of the convective zone. The temperature drops below 3.5 million degrees Fahrenheit or 2 million degrees Celsius in the convection zone, where large bubbles of hot plasma, a soup of ionized atoms, move upwards. The surface of the sun, the part we can see, is about 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit. That's much cooler than the blazing core, which was 27 million degrees Fahrenheit, but it is still hot enough to make carbon, like diamonds and graphite, not just melt, but boil. So to sum it up, we learned that the sun isn't made out of fire, but out of hydrogen and helium. But because of thermonuclear fusion, it gets really, really hot. So why is it that we see it red? Well, as light passes through the atmosphere, the shorter wavelength light, like blue, is scattered more than the longer wavelength light, like red. So when you have more particles in the sky, like smoke, it scatters the color blue and emits or shows us the color red. That's why the sun and sunset looks red.